tonight with the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Sinks the three-pointer.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Here's Musa. There's the pick. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by Edwards. Pass to De Silva. Here's the three. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 6.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Musa. Comes up empty down low. Pass to Edwards. Here's Campazzo. Edwards defending. 2 points. That one goes. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Musa. Pass to Tavares. Here's Musa. Lets it go from deep. Denied for the third time. He's 0 for 3. Now here's Edwards. Tight defense on him. Here's De Silva. Clock at 6. The three. And Garuba pulls it down. Here's Deck. Pass to Campazzo. From deep. Offensive rebound. Tavares gets the bucket.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Fires for 3. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Lucic hands it from downtown.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Yeah, no question. When he is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor, it is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
1:02 left here in the first quarter. And the pass goes out of bounds, and they'll turn it over.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
There's the pick. Launches it. Deck pulls it in. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge. Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Here's De Silva. No scoring in this one.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Pass to Garuba. Three-pointer. Traps in the tray. Garuba's got 9 points.
And now he's gone streaking where one leads to two, which leads to three. That's big trouble for the defense.
Here's De Silva. And it's wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Up by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
They set the screen. Basket good.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Back to Hazonia. From past the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Hazonia's got his first 3 points of the game. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Here's Huey. Napier covering. The shot's good. Huey's got his first basket of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Napier. Kicks it out to Booker. The three. The rebound by Enja. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. On Sunday and then on Tuesday.
Personal foul, first team foul. At the line for two.
And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Napier with it. To halt the run. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Hazonia on the wing. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Napier. Hazonia defending. Booker is screen on Ibaka. Knocked away. It's stolen by Ibaka. The numbers in their favor. And the three off target.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going. It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
From the arc. Booker pulls it in. Here's the break. Here's the lob to the hoop. It's stolen. And now here's Hazonia. Here's Huey. Sinks the three-pointer. Huey's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
To the middle.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And finished off by Hazonia.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Booker pulls it in.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
And Ibaka kicks to you. And stolen by Napier. .29 seconds left here in the second. 5 on the clock. Knocked loose. The second chance effort. No good on that one. Ibaka with some nice D. There's the drive. Here's Huey. This one for 3. The shot, no good. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Leading by a point. We've got more in store for you right after this.
You take a look at the visitors. They didn't come out the gates the way they hoped. Took the L, but they don't think that represents who they are.
Well,
one thing that's helped tonight, their three-point shooting. Those triples add up fast, don't they, Kenny?
That's why I shoot them. If they have 4s, I take.
Thanks for spending halftime with us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Here's Campazzo. And it's Deck in at small forward.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Pass to Napier with a tie. A three-pointer is right on target. Napier's got 5 now. Napier's gone 2 of 3 from the field. And it's Campazzo in at the point guard. Shrugs off the contact and dunks it. He'll go to the free throw line. Guys, what a back and forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
And here's Edwards. Nothing on the board. Lucic connects from three-point range.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
And it's Campazzo in at the point. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Hits the three-point bomb. Moose's got his second bucket tonight.
And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
There's a good screen. Pass to Edwards. And he drives in, and he uses the glass on the layup. Edwards got his first points of the night. And it's Tavares in at the center position. Here's Deck. Trains it from beyond the arc.
I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
It's Edwards on the wing. Plays it up and banks it in. He's got 11.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
That one falls.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
It's a neck-and-neck game here in Miami. Edwards, the bounce pass. Fires it up. Wide open shot is on the money.
Textbook bounce pass there, perfectly timed.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Campazzo, the pass to Deck. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And I would not be surprised to see them double him up here.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight. Now Edwards. And he jams it with authority.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
1:43 left to play in the third. Pass to De Silva. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. There's 1:38 left in the third.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Here's Campazzo. Pass to Tavares. They set the pick. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Deck pulls it in. 1:04 left to play in the third. There's Tavares. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Two shots.
And so he hits both. Booker outside. And the dunk by Booker.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Musa. Napier covering. Pass to Tavares. Here's Musa. Here's Garuba. 4 on the clock. That one drops for him. Tavares has got 4 this quarter.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
No good from Booker. Here's Musa. They get it back. Shoots the 3. Krills the three-pointer. Musa's got 9 points. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. They're up by 8. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
And that's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Hezonia's out there with Yui, and it's Njai in at the 4. Here he goes. Hezonja, and finish off by Hezonja.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Fires the 3. The rebound by Njai. Lets it go with a 3. No good. Shot missing. Booker outside. knocks down the three ball.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
And Njai kicks to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And the dunk by Booker.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And the three ball is good.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Takes it inside. Rejected by Booker. To tie it up. And right on target. Good. And it's all knotted up.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
A solo fast break. To take it. Oh! We can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
And finish off by Hazonia.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Defended by Ibaka. Pass to Booker. Five to shoot. Ripped away. And here's the fast break. And it's good for two.
And that's enormous, guys. With time winding down, goes for the steal and then off to the races.
Inside. And the dunk by Booker.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Booker's gone 5 of 6 in field goal attempts tonight. Njai the pass to Yui. Ball's not loose. Hazonia with the ball. For three. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Downtown, the rebound by Njai.
You know, and after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
I'm not sure, but that could be a game-changing miss. He wanted that bad.
Can't connect from long distance.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Giffey, it's in! A tremendous three to tie it up.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
And Njai gets to you. Here's Njai, defended by Booker. Pass to Hazonia. Here's Njai. Here's Ibaka. Off target at the rim. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the fourth. To the middle. One-on-one here. Here's Musa. Missed. for the win, and will go the other way.
Man, the score being this close, you have to retain possession of the ball. You just can't give it away like that.
To win the game, and that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Back to Booker. There's a screen. Giffey. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Deck. Musa passes to Deck.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Musa. No good on the three. Here's De Silva. Driving inside. That gives them the lead. He's got 20.
Got to talk on defense. That left him all alone.
Pass to Musa. There's the steal. And there's the time to finish it off.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Just over a minute and a half played here in overtime. Down low, here's De Silva. Rips in the dunk off the timely pump fake.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. The offensive rebound. Deck. Here's Garuba. Musa passes to Garuba. Here's the screen for the three. Here's Deck. Pass to De Silva. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm, or you're going to get a call.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Here's Musa. Lets the three fly. Garuba's shot is off. And they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie bar the door.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They'd used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
Traps in the tray.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But
Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Clock at 6. And not going to go. He misses his first attempt of the night. Stolen. Here we go. For 3. Knocks it down from distance.
3.
Here's Musa. Fires from deep. Counted from distance.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And that one's good. He's got 5.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Pass to Deck. And the layup is good off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And there's the screen. Takes a 3. No good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Campazzo. Six on the shot clock. Here's Musa. Over to the wing. This one for 3. Gets another look. And he sinks the layup.
Well, his rebounding is such a boost for this team, especially when it comes on the offensive end.
The 3 is up. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
There's a screen from Garuba. Musa, good.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. They get it again. Picked his pocket. From the arc. Three-pointer. Hits the trifecta. Give him 8 points now. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. He takes it in, and he buries his first look.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Here's Garuba. He's scoreless. Pass to Musa. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Garuba with a rebound. Here's Musa. 10 points for him. The 3 ball. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Here's Campazzo. Lets it go from deep. He drops it from range.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Here's the pick to stop the run. Jump shot is good that time.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for him.
Here's Garuba. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Off target from outside. Drops in the three.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. Leading by 8 and back. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, they made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Here's Teodosic. Banked it in off the glass.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Now here's Ibaka. Tight defense on him. Pass to Enja. 4-3. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. It's a one-on-one situation. Fires the three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, and that's what you want. Get something out in space before the defense can get set.
Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Here's Nedovic. Nails it from 3.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
It's a neck-and-neck game in Miami. Here's Ibaka. And the jam by Ibaka.
Look out below.
You got no chance of defending him right there. There's a screen. To the paint. And he dunks it down.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Here's Njai. No good on the triple. Njai's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Njai grabs the miss. Now here's Ibaka. He's closely guarded. Fires for 3. Pure from three-point range. Njai's got his second basket on the night.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 6.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
No good with a layup.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Misses from the corner. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Unable to get that one. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Here's Hezonja. No made baskets yet. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Right wing. Lets it fly. And Hezonja pulls it down.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
There's the 3. It's not going to go for him. 59 seconds left to play in the half. Three-pointer off the mark.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Here's Njai. Offensive board. The bank shot, no good. Connects from downtown.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. To the wing, right side. Ibaka, the pass to Njai. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
That's Ibaka defending. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. He's got 9. 5 ticks left in the second quarter. With 1 on the clock. That one falls. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. They're up by 2, and we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Take a look at the home team. They're in that #1 spot for a reason, playing well as a team, making it look easy. Definitely the team to...
My bed is the best you can buy, but it ain't as soft as their defense right now. They got to shore up that side of the ball.
I think Shaq, and that is going to do it.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Musa in at the 2. Pass to Campazzo. They set the pick. Jacks up a 3. Musa, good. He's got 22.
The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
Takes the 3. Doesn't go that time. Pass to Garuba. Here's Musa. Shot clock at 6. The 3. Garuba with the bucket. Garuba's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you running effective team offense.
Oh, wait. Big finish. Big time. And man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up. Yeah, very hot start out of halftime, making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Puts up a 3, hits the 3-pointer. 13 points in the game.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Here's Musa, 22 points for him. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. And that's basket number 9 for him. He's 9 for 10.
It's nice to see they're not settling for 3-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
And he converts the layup.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Pass to Garuba. Here's Musa. Here's the 3. Oh, he is cooking right now. 10 for 11 from the field.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Campazzo, pass to Deck. Here's Campazzo. Yep, count it. Campazzo's gotten his second bucket.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Here's Musa. That one's good for 2. That's 29 for him.
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
Launches it. Fires in the triple.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
51 seconds left in the third. Crvena down low, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
And the three-pointer goes. Give him 8 points now.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Here's Deck. Pass to Campazzo. Back to Deck. And he gets that one.
They have no answer defensively inside.
19 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. The three-pointer off the mark.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Here's Musa. From outside, off the mark. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Makes his selection.
Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. They're up by 6. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Pass to Ibaka. Here's Njai. Here's Azonia. Off target with the 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. Woohoo! Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Ibaka, good.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
To the wing on the left. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Fires for 3. On target from range.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Pass to Njai. Now here's Ibaka. Out to the wing. Shoots. Njai can't hit.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Substitution on the court.
2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
They now take the lead.
Here's my question. Where is the defensive communication?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
First personal foul, second team foul.
Here's Musa. Here's Garuba. That one's off. Still out of sync. Driving to the basket, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Chalk up 2 there.
Pulling no punches, attacking the heart of that defense.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Campazzo. Pass to Garuba. To the left wing. Here's Musa. Three-pointer, no good. And they're on the run. It from distance.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Here's Deck. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And just a huge answer right there with a three of their own. And the crowd now is in a frenzy.
Wide open look. Perfect. Right between the eyes on that one.
Almost any time he gets the look he wants, he hits it.
And that's who you want to go to with the game on the line.
Out left to the wing. Pass to Garuba. Three-pointer. The rebound by Teodosic.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Driving inside. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Out to the wing. Lets it go from deep. Oh, he nails it! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
26 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Garuba. To the right side. From deep. That shot is off. Here's Nedovic. Fires from way outside. Oh, count it! Did that just happen, Coach?
That should be worth more than 3 points.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. They played the villain tonight. And
Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
It's good from long range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's De Silva. Fires the three. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Jacks up a three. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And that one ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Off target from three-point range.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And he's good on the three ball.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Outside Edwards. Out left of the wing. There's the three. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work. Boy, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pretty good start.
Drills it from outside. He has 6. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Fires from deep. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Pass to De Silva. It's Edwards on the wing. There's the screen. Here's De Silva. 6 to shoot. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start. De Silva's gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Cannon, that's a 2-pointer. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Cannon's got 11.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Sinks the triple.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. There's the triple. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. There's Cannon with the 3. No good there. Kept alive. And they're on the break. Nails the open triple off the fast break. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Lucic cranes the 3-pointer.
And both teams here in a nice rhythm offensively, and that really says as much about the lack of D as it does either's O.
35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Corner shot. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Here's De Silva. For 3, Edwards buries the long-range jumper. Edwards got 6.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
To the wing on the left. Wow! Unbelievable!
Can't do it much better than that right before the clock expires.
What a way to seize momentum. Can it carry?
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. They're up by 8 and will return shortly. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
I know it's early, but all those 3-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
Here's Nedovic. Kalinic, defended by Booker. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Giffey. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Hey, yo, right here.
Kalinic. Nailed from three-point land.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Back to Napier. The fadeaway. Second chance shot. Takes it out to Booker. Shoots a three. Hits another look. Napier feeling it out a bit. There's the pick. Giffey buries it from three-point range. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Pass to Teodosic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's Booker. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Booker's got his first 2 points of the night. Kalinic, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Dos Santos bangs home the trifecta. Now here's Napier. Still yet to score. They set the pick. Fader on the way. Rebounded by Bowling Boy. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. On Sunday and then on Monday.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Napier. The tray. The shot comes out.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Well, the pass to set up that bucket was terrific. Fired it right up the court. Didn't allow the defense to react in time. Nice.
Giffey hits it from three-point range. He has 6.
But you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
We've got 1:18 left in the first half. Dos Santos, Napier covering, and the shot goes in.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
There's the pick. Beyond the arc. Hands it from downtown.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Dos Santos, Napier covering, really left alone that time.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Booker outside. Pass to Napier. 24 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Takes the 3. Misses the hole, and he's now 3 for 4. Misses the 3. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. They lead by 3. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Make some noise and get
Look, I know this is going off topic, but during the first half, we were doing some dribbling drills. So Kenny, as the point guard here,
Their effort on the offensive glass has set a strong message. They're not going to be pushed around, and they're going to battle and outwork you.
and that is it for halftime.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Pass to Cannon for the tie. It falls for the sixth time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
They set the pick. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
From outside the arc. That one misses. And here's Edwards. He has 6. Launches a 3. No good on the shot. And they're moving it up. And the layup is good.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
There's the screen. Here's De Silva. From outside, off the mark. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. There's Cannon with the 3. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Edwards, the bounce pass. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. For the lead. Doesn't go for him. Fast break, here they come. Taken away. Here's Cannon. 20 points for him. Right wing. A 3 ball. Good on the triple. He has 6.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
To the wing right side. There's the pick. Fades away. Drains the 3-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Good on the 3-point shot.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Edwards looking it over. Edwards defending. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
Connects from 3-point range.
What a great shooting performance. His percentage is outstanding.
Here's Cannon. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Outside Edwards. There's the pick. Shoots the 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Edwards got his third basket of the night right there.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Pass to Cannon. And the shot is good. Cannon's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
To the right side. Now here's Edwards. Lucic. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Up 4. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Dos Santos traps in the tray.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Booker finds Napier. Here's the screen. Over to the wing. Here's Booker. No good with the wing jumper.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play.
Away team ball.
From deep. That one doesn't go. Ahead. Finished off the break.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. It's good from long range.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
They set the pick, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Goes back up, and he nails that one right through the net.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Napier. Nice jump shot. Good. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Teodosic, the pass to Bollenboy. Nice move, and it's good on the layup.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Napier with it. Out to the right wing. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. For the three, and he's good on the three ball.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Pass to Nedovic. And a great assist by Teodosic as that one goes in.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Booker outside. Here's Napier. Just 5 to shoot. Giffey. Rebounded by Bowling Boy.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
And he can extend the lead to double digits. Not a lot of time to get this one back under control.
No, they need to do their work quickly from here on out.
There's a screen. With his first shot attempt, it's not going to go for him.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
54 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Yes, that goes in.
That was a big one. You can hear it.
And sometimes the silence of a crowd can speak volumes.
Bounce pass Napier. Buries the long-range jumper.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
This one for three. He's off on that one. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks to the inside. There's a good screen. Releases. Got it. And now they trail by just 4. Dos Santos gets it to go from beyond the arc. And so the road team gets the W in this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting.
Hello and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports this Tuesday evening. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Campazzo in at the point. Musa, no good. And here they come. He buries it from three.
It's so hard to pass up a three-pointer when the D is completely scattered.
For three, the offensive rebound. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Fires the three. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Takes the three. Tries again. And the layup is up and in.
And right away, he's gone to work on the boards, just fighting for every rebound.
A really good start for him overall. He's already having a big impact on this game.
Deck with a rebound. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Now Edwards. They set a pick. And he's going for the oop here. Here's Campazzo. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Outside Edwards.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Musa. Drills it from deep.
He's gone 1 of 4 to start the game. Looking to step it up.
Now here's Edwards. Over to the left wing. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. He has 6.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Campazzo.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Garuba. Let's go with a 3. The shot misses.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
To the left side wing. They set the pick. Shot clock at 5. Lets it fly. Good. He hits the jumper. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Musa. From downtown. There's the triple. Here's Garuba. Pass to Musa. Gets the 3 to fall.
He's just 2 for 7 from the field, trying to work his way into a rhythm.
There's 57 seconds left in the first.
And 1 move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
It's good. Deck's got his second bucket of the night.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
There's a screen. Uncovered. That shot off the mark.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. From the arc. Drains the triple. 9 points in the game.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
No good on the triple. Here's Musa, guarded by Edwards. 3-pointer. Musa, no good. Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. They're up 7, and we'll be back with you shortly. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too. Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Hezonja gets the bucket.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Here's Napier. 4-3. Knocks it down from distance.
They're having more success with the three-point shot here in the second quarter as they try to cut into this lead.
Here's Hezonja. Back to Ibaka. And the layup falls. Ibaka's gotten his first bucket of the night.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
There's a screen on the take. And it's in there. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Pass to Inja. Here's Hezonja. Six on the shot clock. Here's Inja. Booker defending. Inja, shot is good.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Outside Napier. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process.
Here's Ibaka. Plenty of room to knock down that one. Napier with it. Still without a bucket. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
First personal foul. First team foul.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Fires from deep. Sinks the tray.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Booker surveying the D. And Booker with the jam.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Here's Hezonja. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hanging up there like that. And there's a pick. Kept alive. Outside Napier. The three ball. Buries it from 3. 9 points in the game.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Drives to the hoop.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Number 6. First personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor for your home team.
A minute 22 left to play in the first half. Pass to Booker. 5 on the clock. Going inside. Shoots. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
Here's Hezonja. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Reliable approach. Getting the ball in the paint and going to work.
From outside, off the mark.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Here's Inja. This one for 3. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Launches a 3. He drops it from range. A tight game here in Utah. Pass to Ibaka. To the wing on the left. Here's Hezonja. Jacks up a three. Hits the trifecta.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And so that's the end of the first half. They're up 7. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Come glancing at the upcoming schedule when you guys played against one another, did you always have your games circled on the calendar? And looking back at the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the home team. And that's it for halftime.
And if you just join it in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Over to the left wing. And the three-pointer goes. He's got 12.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little giant killer. That's impressive stuff.
We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Deck in at the 3. There's the drive.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
They set the screen inside. Booker with it. Garuba on him. Booker can't get it to go.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Pass to Deck. And that one is hammered home.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Lets the 3 fly, and that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Here's Garuba, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Garuba's got 5 now.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
The shot no good. Here's Deck. 6 points for him. Pass to Campazzo. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
Campazzo. 2 shots.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Over to the wing. The 3 is up. Offensive rebound. Booker. He's off on that one. Booker's gone 1 for 3 on the night. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Musa, no good.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Takes a 3. Hits the three-pointer. He has 7.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Deck attacking, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
The 3 won't go, and that makes him 5 for 8. Right wing. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Deflected. In transition. Here they come. Finished off the break.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Into the lane. Lays it up and banks it in.
It's interesting. They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
Here's Musa. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And Musa pulls it down.
Oh, it's embarrassing to miss a dunk, but even more so when you're all by yourself.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
From behind the arc. On target from range. 10 points for him.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big man in the league today than we've ever seen.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store.
First team foul.
The home team on D, trailing by 8. Here's Njai. Softly drops in the floater.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
They set the pick. To the inside. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
And that one drops for him.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. The floater, that one goes. Count it.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
And there's the drive. And he gets it to go.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Away team ball. Substitution on the court.
Here's Hezonja. And he goes in for the dunk.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Now here's Edwards. Tightly guarded. Driving inside, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. And he dunks it down.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
There's the three. De Silva with the rebound. Here's the break.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. Here's Hezonja.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
On the take. And he throws it down with one hand.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Out to the right wing. Hands it from the wing.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Guarded by Edwards. Pass to Hezonja. Fires the three. To the left wing. The three is up. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
De Silva goes back up. And it's good on the layup.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Pass to Hezonja. There's 45 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Got a hand on it. And they're pushing it up. Beyond the arc. Counted from distance. 35 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. We've got 22 seconds left in the game. 5 to shoot. From deep. Fires away from way outside. The visiting club takes the win on the road. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
It's an exciting Sunday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Campazzo in at the point. They set the screen. And the three ball is good.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Here's Garuba. Driving in.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it.
He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Pass to Campazzo. Drives to the hoop. Here's Tavares. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the three. Musa with the bucket.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Cannon from long range. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Garuba. From downtown. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Pushing it up. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, it could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long.
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Three-pointer. A three-pointer is right on target.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Musa passes to Tavares. Here's Campazzo. Here's Deck. Pass to Tavares. Here's Garuba. They grab their own miss. Here's Deck. Hits the three-point bomb.
3 points.
We've got 1:55 left to play here in the first. Six on the shot clock. Lots of room. And Campazzo pulls it down.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Jack passes to Campazzo. Here's Garuba. Lets the three fly. That shot off. Garuba's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. They set the pick. Cannon from long range. Another shot, and it's good on the way in.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Here's Garuba. Pass to Tavares. Floats one up. A nice shot by Garuba. Garuba's got 6.
How about that wonderful floater he has? Showing off an exquisite touch.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Deck. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. And it's going to be out of bounds. And they retain possession. Musa passes to Deck. Here's Musa. Shot clock at 5. Launches a three. It doesn't go for him. Three-pointer. And Garuba pulls it down. From deep three-point land. And no good on the last second attempt this time. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Up by 3. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
He got his own, and it's Huey in at the 1. Ibaka for 3. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And he dunks it down.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
And finished off by Hezonja.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous. Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Here's Huey. Lays it up off the glass. Huey's got his first bucket of the night.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Dos Santos uses the glass to finish the layup.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Ibaka right side. And Huey kicks to Enja. Out to Ibaka. Ball stolen. Nedovic, the pass to Teodosic. Over to the left wing. Fires top of the key. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. 7 points in the game.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Here's Nedovic. Hezonja defending. The shot's good from Nedovic.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shot for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Teodosic, the pass to Nedovic. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Njai. Sinks the triple.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Kalinic. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
And now, here's his own D right on him.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Out to the right wing. Kalinic hands it from downtown.
Three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
1:16 left to play here in the second quarter. Driving to the basket. Good. Huey's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground. Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Here's Njai. A three-pointer off the mark. Njai's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Dos Santos. That one will not drop. It's his first miss. He's 4 for 5. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's Azania. No good on the quick 3. Here's Teodosic. Offensive rebound. Dos Santos. Lock at 6. Pass to Teodosic. Drills it from outside.
And they have been really active on the boards this quarter. Those second chance points are keeping them in the game.
Here's Njai. From the top of the key. No good that time. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. They lead by 12. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Welcome, everybody. And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days? And let's move on now to that first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the visiting team. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin,
and with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Here's Deck. Misses in close.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And it's Tavares in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's off from three-point range. Garuba's gone 3 of 8 shooting from the floor. Buries it down low. He has 7.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Here's Musa. Sinks the three-pointer.
You know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to deal.
Pass to Cannon. There's the triple. Buries it from three-point range. Cannon's got 6.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Good on the shot.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
They set the pick. Fires for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Cannon's got 6 in the quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
From deep three-point territory. Here's Tavares, and it's in there.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Wide open, and it's good off the back rim and in.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
Here's Campazzo. Tavares passes to Garuba. Fires the 3. That one's not going to go. Garuba's gone 3 of 9 tonight from the field, 33%. And Cannon gets it to go.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Here's Musa. 8 points for him. Here's Garuba. Nailed from three-point land. 9 points in the game so far, with the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
And you got to jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible.
From the arc, drills the three-pointer. 1:58 left in the third quarter.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Here's Musa. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. From past the arc, knocks down the three ball.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Jack passes to Garuba. Shoots from 12. That doesn't go. He's 5 of 12 on the night. 55 seconds left in the third. Five to shoot. There's a screen. Right wing. And Garuba pulls it down.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Musa's gone just 2 of 7 from long range. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the left wing. Lets it fly. Money from the wing. He's got 14.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Pass to Campazzo. Up in time. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Delivering the blowout. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Kalinic off target from outside. Huey is out there with Hazonia, and it's Njai in a power forward. Bangs home the trifecta.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
It'll be a turnover. Away team ball.
Here's Huey. Pass to Hazonia. Shot clock at 6. Launches it. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Here's Teodosic. Hazonia defending. Here's Nedovic. And a great assist by Teodosic as that one goes in.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Pass to Ibaka. On Tuesday, then on Friday.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. To the right side. Kalinic. Powered down. The jam.
And just like you want to see assertive basketball.
He threw that one down, Greg, so hard you could feel the strength over here.
Guys, you've got that exactly right. That was what I call an angry dunk.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Lets it go with a three. Here's Huey. Just 5 to shoot. Takes the three. He can't hit that time.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Hezonja finds Ibaka. Offensive rebound to the paint. Pass to Hezonja. Back to Ibaka. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Into the lane. And that one's good. Teodosic.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Puts up a deep three. A rebound by Njai.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Teodosic. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
That one's going to be the final dagger, and these guys can now celebrate.
And they deserve it. They deserve to celebrate a dominant performance in what's going to be a blowout win.
Here's Njai. The three-pointer, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
From deep three-point land, that shot misses. And now, here's Hezonja. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Puts up a deep three. That shot is off. Fires from way outside. Misses the shot. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they...
TGIF, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. We're bringing it to you live. Hi, folks. Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
And coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Off the mark there with a three. From outside the arc. The shot that time not on target. Pass to Edwards. Here's De Silva. Six to shoot. Fires the three. The shot, no good. Here we go, one-on-one. Launches a three, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Here's De Silva. There's a screen. Down low. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Nails it from 3.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
The 3 sinks it from distance. He's got 5.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Three-pointer. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Can't get his first shot of the game to fall.
Might like a do-over there. Quality look inside.
There's the screen. Takes the 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
Outstanding long-range shooting here early. They already have hit multiple shots from downtown. And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. .144 left in the first quarter. That one no good.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Outside Edwards. Pass to De Silva. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
.111 left in the opening quarter. Pulls up. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron. 10 points for him.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
There's a screen. Lets it go from the wing. And the jumper is on the mark. There's 42 seconds left in the first. Puts up a deep 3. From beyond the arc and then some.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Out left to the wing. Off target with the 3. Fires from way outside. Did he?
Hits it.
He did! Wow!
How did he do that?
Outside Edwards.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Now here's Napier. Guarded closely. Drops in the 3.
Number 13.
Fires away from way outside. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. Leading by 9. And the second quarter is on its way when we welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
For three. That shot missing. They set a pick. Shot clock at 6. The fader. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Takes it inside. Yep, that one goes.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Pass to Booker, and here's Napier. Just 5 to shoot. To the paint. And Booker with the jam.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. He's guarded by Napier. From deep. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Booker's shot is good.
They're kind of like playing in the rec league. Little to no defense on that possession. And the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Teodosic. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Beyond the arc. Six on the shot clock. Gets the three ball to go.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Lets it go. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Fires in the triple. He's got 5.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. He is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
From the arc. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. And you got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
The three is up. Knocks down the triple.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
To the left side wing. 1:29 left in the first half. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Nedovic. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Had the space there, but it's offline.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
For 3, Booker knocks down the long J.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
He's guarded by Napier. Here's the 3. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. On Monday, then on Thursday.
Substitution on the court.
Off the inbound pass. Pure from three-point range.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
41 seconds left in the second. Pass to Edwards. Clock at 6. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Teodosic. No good on the 3. And here's the fast break. Fires the 3. De Silva with the bucket. De Silva's got his second basket of the night.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Launches it. Connects from downtown.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And that concludes the first half. Up by 12. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Well, I think for the home team, not a lot of games left. They're definitely a playoff team. Question, can they contend for a title?
Well, and turning back to our first half, things going well. Extremely well for the home team. Thanks for joining us.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Edwards with it. No points so far. No good on the wing 3.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's the pick. Knocks it down from distance. 19 points in the game.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Pass to De Silva. It's Edwards on the wing. The jumper from the wing off target. And here's the fast break. Lets the 3 fly. No luck on that one. And they're on the break. Here's De Silva. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage.
The defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Out to the right wing. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
They set the pick. Fires from deep. Fires for 3. Doesn't go for him.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Tries the spin move. No good with the triple.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
The 3 is up. Counted from distance.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. And there's a pick. And rejected. Here we go, 1-on-1. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. The shot won't fall. In transition, here they come.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Gets the 3 ball to go. He's got 9.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
minute 42 left in the third quarter. Outside Edwards. To the right side. They shoot again. No good there.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here he goes. Yes, it's good. Edwards has got his first basket.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
59 seconds left in the third quarter. And it's off from three-point range. Out to the wing. Jacks up a three. Tipped. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
34 seconds left in the third. On target from range.
Well-designed inbounds play. It's an art.
Looking to slow it down here, run a play.
Which is interesting because they've done much better playing with pace.
There's 18 seconds left in the third. Takes a three. That's off. 7 for 12 now. Oh, got a piece of it. Pass to Napier. The three ball. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
And just nails the three. Way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. They lead by 12. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Three-pointer. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. And there's the screen. Off target from three-point range.
You really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Here's Nedovic. Misses the three. Booker looking around. Spins. Goes up on the wing. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Off target from outside. Outside Napier. Oh, yikes, not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. This one for three. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
I mean, he is bringing his game, guys. Another jumper from distance.
And he drives in. Soft touch off the glass.
Now that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Puts it up. Jump shot is good. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Out to the right wing. There's the triple.
Napier. First personal foul. First team foul.
He's guarded by Napier. There's a screen. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
He puts up a three. Sinks it from distance. And at this point, they're loving this big lead.
Absolutely. And they haven't really faced a lot of resistance.
4-3. Pure from three-point range.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Fires it from 18. No luck on that one.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Back to Booker. Deflects the pass. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Booker defending. Just 5 on the clock. The rebound by Napier.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Tries it from the top of the key, and he hits the jumper. More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
Hits a three-pointer.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Inside. 36 seconds left in the fourth. There's the three. Nails it from 3.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Booker for 3. The rebound by Teodosic. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Fires from way outside. Missed it. And so they get the victory here at home. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't.